today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Carson Wentz and the Washington football team.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington football team. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Gets through, and now an opening. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 25 carries, 78 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. To throw is Wentz. Out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
On 1st down, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Runs through the contact. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his 1st year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Wentz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. On the move to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Here's Wentz to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Wentz. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Allen now on first down. That's complete to Davis. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This one caught by Crowder. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it, setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is Cook with the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's time for our players' spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Play action. Now Wentz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight ends. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. Tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd down and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Moss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple...
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense back out there. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A handoff for Gibson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So that'll back him up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw is Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And again, it's Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Singletary. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. touchdown. Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Wentz now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz dancing to his left. Oh, strip. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissick wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissick, a wide receiver in college.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And here come the Bills. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2nd and 16. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Wentz now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And Thomas has it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask, defense.
So the face mask tacked on at the end of the play. Half the distance going to lead to a 1st and goal.
And obviously those are important yards to be giving up this close to your own goal line.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down 17-14, 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. Cook able to escape, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now it's Washington's turn, trailing by 4. 1:25 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Wentz to throw. He's got McLaurin. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw, Wentz. There's McLaurin, what a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bills, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.